Madam President, honored veterans, and distinguished guests, it was 60 years ago this summer that my father returned from Korea as a young company commander. And the Korea that he left in the summer of 1953 was a Korea, as he has described to me and my brothers and sisters growing up, as a country that was completely devastated. In fact, my dad can't recall seeing a two-story building left in Seoul. I'm sure that there were some, but it was an overwhelming view for him. You can imagine his surprise to return to Korea a couple of years ago and to see a nation that has been completely transformed. So what is it about those seeds that were planted by young Americans, by young Koreans, by nations of the earth who rose to the challenge of the United Nations, and that was to meet aggression in the Korean Peninsula? What was it about those seeds that were planted that were so unique that has now 60 years later made Korea from a recipient nation to a donor nation, has now grown to be the 10th largest economy in the world? What is it about that people and that place that's unique? Those of us who serve in the House of Representatives serve with two men who served as veterans in the Korean War. My colleague Charlie Rangel from New York and my colleague Sam Johnson from Texas, who don't share a political philosophy, but they share a common experience, and they sit together in a committee hearing room every week, and as they're interacting with one another, it is not lost on me that I am serving with men who sacrifice greatly, not just for our country, but for freedom around the world. Now, Madam President, my wife Elizabeth is a painter, and she's an oil painter. And one of the gifts that you're going to be receiving, and you probably won't see it until you get back to Korea, is an oil painting called Harvest Dome that my wife painted. Harvest Dome is a gift to you, Madam President, and it is a painting of the United States Capitol Dome, and it's meant to solidify a memory for you as you address a joint session of Congress tomorrow, and it's meant to honor you. Now, it's an interesting thing because the seeds that were planted have now been harvested. And the harvest that we have, Madam President, is a rich relationship between the Republic of Korea and the United States of America. And those themes, Madam President, that you articulated moments ago, we honor you and we celebrate you, and we are here to toast you. And that is this. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in a toast? And that is to a strong and vibrant relationship between the Republic of Korea and the United States of America, and may its harvest be that of prosperity and peace and security. Cheers.